welcome to my dining table. Again, with a new puzzle. It's not my puzzle, but it's new to me. It belongs to my parents, and they allowed me to borrow it so I could do it because we all enjoy puzzles. Truth be told, I think it's from my dad that I get it, because when I was a kid, I don't know, maybe it was to try to calm me down sometimes or something, but when I was a kid, me and my dad did do quite a lot of puzzles, and I'll show you the picture later. But yeah, so this puzzle I have borrowed from my parents, and I think they've only done it once, and the pieces look really nice. They're thick and sturdy. It's a Ravensburger puzzle, and I'm sure it has a title, but you know, the reach of the box, I'll just show you later. But yeah, and it made me think, because I have several puzzles, obviously, but puzzles are also somewhat expensive to buy. And then if you do buy them, and if you buy several different puzzles, then you also have to have space to store said puzzles, because, you know, the boxes are sometimes, let's be honest, some of the boxes are way bigger than what they need to be. I have one, I think I've showed you. It's a thing, I think it's called Colorful Birds. It's like 500 pieces, and the box is like almost the same as here, and you know, the amount of pieces, and then the box, it's honestly, that was kind of ridiculous when I opened it. I can leave a link down in the thingy about like which puzzle it was. Leave a link to the video. But it made me think. I mean, I don't know if it exists, but I don't think I have heard of anyone anywhere around where I live, at least. But then again, I live in Norway. We're a small country, so even big cities are, you know, compared to some countries, is like, that's not a city, that's like maybe like a few people. But yeah, I don't know. I'm used to kind of like the Norwegian amount of people, which is not really all that much. Many, I guess. But yeah, so we have libraries, and I was thinking, I mean, libraries, they lend out books, and sometimes DVDs and music, and I know libraries that like lend out art pieces, like pictures to put on the wall, so if you get sick of it, you could just exchange it for a different art piece, which is a pretty cool thing. We don't have it exactly where I live, but I know it exists, so I know it's possible. But it made me think that why doesn't there exist a library like solely for puzzles? So you can like pay a fee to borrow, like one fee for like a 1,000-piece puzzle, and a different fee maybe for 500-piece puzzle, and you know, the bigger the puzzle, the more money you have to pay. But not as much as you would have to pay if you bought the puzzle, because as I said, I don't know how it is other places, but at least here I find puzzles to be like somewhat expensive. But then again, if you compare it to going to the movie theater and seeing a movie, well, you know, that's expensive too. Then again, these days everything is expensive. Food is like way more expensive. The energy or the electricity. Oh my god, some of my electricity bills this year have been more than double from previous years. I mean, are you kidding me? I'm not made out of money. It would be great, but no, I'm not made out of money. I need to get more money in if this is going to continue for the, and also not just food and electricity, but the gas prices. I mean, I have a car that runs on gasoline, petrol. Do you call it gasoline or petrol? What's the real name? I don't know. Anyway, that car of mine, I filled it up the other day, and it used to cost me like 400 bucks or 400 Norwegian kroners to fill it up. And the other day when I filled it up, it was 740. Are you kidding me? We're getting close to double the price. I can't afford that. It's like, at some point, I'm sure that I won't even be able to afford to go to work because I drive to work, and at some point, it'll be too expensive to buy the gas, so I won't be able to afford to go to work to earn the money I need to live, which is like, are you kidding me? It really frustrates me, I have to say. It really frustrates me. And the politicians are... I have opinions about them. Not all of my opinions are nice, to say it politely. Yeah. But, yeah, that was a bit of a tangent. That was not my intention to go on that tangent, but I guess it was needed. Because, yeah, I really wish politicians would actually, do something about the issues that we're currently having. I thought that's what they were for. To figure things out and help, like, ordinary people. And the politicians are supposed to make the rules to make our lives not necessarily easier, but like as a whole, as a community, shouldn't it be a good thing? But currently, at the moment, it does not seem like that. Which, it really annoys me. It really, really annoys me. But I can't do anything about that. What I can do is this puzzle. And what was I going with this? Yeah. Sometimes I go off on tangents and then I completely forget what I was talking about. It happens. It's normal. At least it's normal for me. Anyway, I was talking about puzzles and about we have libraries for books. I don't know if there should be like special libraries for puzzles. I'd be okay with that. And you mean it doesn't have to be like massive because yeah, then again, puzzles do take up a lot of space, which is why I can't have all the puzzles that I want. Nor do I have the money for it, so there is that. Because puzzles are expensive. But then you could, why don't you fit? Then you could, I totally lost my train of thought. That happens. I get so obsessed with something and then I just completely space out, or I don't space out, my brain does. I don't know how, but yeah. It's living in its own little world sometimes, it seems like. Or at least that's what it feels like. Anyway, back to the puzzles. This is gonna be such a rambly video. I haven't talked to you guys in a while because I've been working a lot and I've been exhausted. And I have actually, when I've been coming home from work, I've been so exhausted that I've just fallen asleep on the couch, which is so not normal for me. But, sometimes works really take it out of you. At least that's what it's been doing with me lately. So there's that. Ooh, gosh. But yeah, back to the puzzles again. Wow, this is it, rambling. Anyway, will I continue to keep on point? Well, considering I haven't been on point at all this video, so probably not. But yeah, puzzles. I like puzzles. I do not have enough money to buy all the puzzles I want. I do not have enough space to store all the puzzles that I would possibly want to buy. That is another issue, the storing. I mean, it takes up a lot of space. And I don't really mind it, but at the same time, it's like I don't have the space for it to take up. I have some space, but not all the space. So it would be great if there was a library where you could go and borrow puzzles to do. And I'd be totally okay with paying a fee for it. I mean, they have to get money somehow. And yeah, it's like, then again, you can't just base the fee on like how big or small the puzzle is, because a big puzzle can be really easy and a small puzzle can be like super, super hard and makes it take forever. I mean, okay, I've been exhausted because of work, but this puzzle is 1,000 pieces. It's not really that hard, but it has taken me, I don't know, I'm either on my second or on my third week of doing this puzzle. I don't even remember anymore. Because, yeah, as I said, I've been exhausted from work, so I haven't had the energy really to do the puzzle all that much. So, there is that. And yeah. So, yeah. So, sure, I haven't done any like research, I haven't Googled it or anything, which is how I often do research. I Google stuff. I mean, Google is great. Sometimes annoying because it gives you so many hits, and it's like, I don't know what to choose. Or maybe that's just me. But yeah. Does it exist, or does like a puzzle library, a specific puzzle library, does it exist anywhere? And if it does, I would love to know where. It's so cool. And I mean, part of the reason I would like that is because not all puzzles are puzzles that you want to buy and keep. Some you just want to see if you can do it. And some you don't really enjoy all that much after you bought them and realize, you know, that was not the puzzle for me. It happens. But with a puzzle library, you could try out different puzzles, which would be great. And then if you decide that this is so amazing that I want to keep it and I want to do it again and again and again, you can buy it from a store. And yeah. And if you don't want to keep it, you don't have to. Obviously. And if you do buy a puzzle and you realize, you know what, that puzzle wasn't quite for me and I've done it once and I will never do it again, you can just donate it to the puzzle library so other people could enjoy it too. I mean, it's a perfect thing. You have to make sure that you have all the pieces, obviously, but still. That would be a challenge though, when you have borrowed a puzzle and then you pack it back together in the box and return it to the puzzle library. Or are there any, like, what can I say, regular libraries that have puzzles that they lend out? Like what you would do with like a book or something. I don't know. If you know, please let me know. That would be very interesting in my opinion. But yeah, there would be a challenge because sometimes pieces are lost, and that would be really annoying if you're very excited about doing a puzzle and then you realize that you can't actually do the whole puzzle because there are pieces missing. So that would be, I don't know how you would deal with that. And it's like, well, if you lost like this many pieces, you have to buy them a new puzzle or something? I don't know. I mean, there'd have to be some rules concerning, obviously, the puzzle. But, I don't know. I mean, I like the idea. There are some puzzles I look and it's like, oh, I kind of want to do that, but it's expensive. And I'm pretty sure I will only want to do it once, which would be great to borrow it. I might want to do this one again, But luckily for me, it belongs to my parents, so I could just, borrow it from them again. But when it comes to other puzzles, I don't have the money to buy everything, and I do not have the space to store everything, which are like the main issues. At least in my opinion. And especially now, when everything is so expensive, money's getting tight. And I also want to, buy a house, which would not ease up the burden on my money. In fact, it would make it worse. So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't wish for maybe I shouldn't wish for a new house, but I do, because even though I love the layout of my current house and I have amazing neighbors, they're great, but I'm not built for living the way I do in this house. I kind of wish I were. That would have made life easier, but I've come to the conclusion that I'm not. I kind of came to that conclusion a while ago. After all, I've lived in this house for 9 years, so, there's that. Yeah. But, yeah. And also right now, I feel like I should probably be outside because it's a gorgeous weather outside, but I'm just like, I wanted to do my puzzle. And I'm not tired from work, which is great. I got work tomorrow and the rest of the week. I don't know if you'll see this on Sunday or tomorrow. Hoping that you will see it today. So that needs to get done too. A little bit of edits. Hopefully not too many. Yeah. So there is that. I have 1 week left at work before I get to have summer vacation. And I'm so excited about it. I mean, I will have 5 weeks, a whole handful of weeks to do whatever I want. Preferably stuff that don't cost too much money, but I do not need to have my alarm clock on every morning. And I do not need to stress in the morning because I won't be going into work. And another thing about that is that would give me time to make some videos, which I'm excited about. What will I film? I don't know. I intend to finish up the puzzle. And I'll do my best to remember to show you the finished thing when I'm done. But yeah, take you for a walk, show you my garden. And for a while there, I had a couple of days where I thought for sure that my next video would be, I bought a new house. It wasn't. I didn't buy the house, and other people wanted a house apparently way more than I did because they also had more money than I did to buy the house. I didn't have enough money, which is like so annoying. Buying a house as a single person is hard because money and everything is getting more expensive and the interest is going up, and it's like, come on, universe, give me a break. I just want to buy a house. Or actually, I want to buy a homestead. Just give me a break. Give me the right place for the right price and the right time. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? Hitting the sweet spot on all the things. And also, the sweet spot is in having enough money to buy it. So, there are people that I watch on YouTube that make money off YouTube, and I was like, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll ever get there, but, I'm learning skills. I'm talking to a camera, or mostly right now I'm talking basically down to my puzzle because I need to look at what I'm doing to be able to do it. But yeah, I'm learning to film. I still struggle with like lighting and all, and I'm not the best at editing. Got some work to do on that, but I learn a little bit every time. Sometimes, at least. So, yeah. I mean, at least I imagine I'm getting better at things. I hope so. And maybe that will help me out somehow, some way, somewhere in the future. I mean, you never know. Or at least I don't know. I basically just keep my fingers crossed and hope that it's gonna work out. And I do my best to, I mean, you can't, like, wishful thinking. It's like, I'm just gonna cross my fingers and everything is gonna work out. No. I mean, I get that you have to work for it. Obviously, if you don't work for it, nothing's gonna happen. But I don't know. I'm hopeful that things will work out somehow, and that hopefully in a video very soon, I will get to tell you guys that I bought a house. That has been a goal of mine for a long house. And yes, I know I technically own the current house I'm in, but it's not where I want to be. It never really felt like home. So, but there's that. I will let you go now and stop rambling. That's not true. I will let you go. I will probably never stop rambling, so if you want to hear me ramble on about other things some other time, subscribe and like if you like. I hope you have a great day. And no, not more than that. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! And I almost forgot. This is the title of, or the title, whatever, of the puzzle, Nocturnal Forest Magic, designed by Hannah Carlson. Ooh, it's a 1,000-piece puzzle with 1,008 pieces. And the picture, if my camera would like to focus, that would make me very grateful. Here's the picture. It is so cute.